Hi everyone, back again with fast recaps. In this video, I will recap one of a crime film from 2022 titled Emily the Criminal. Before we get to the storyline, don't forget to subscribe and like for more movie recaps and have a great day. The movie begins with Emily Bonetto interviewing for a job in the medical sector. As Emily will be handling private medical files, the office manager wants to ensure she is perfect for the job. When he inquires Emily about her background check, Emily responds that she was once charged with misdemeanor DUI while she was driving friends home from a concert. Although she was less intoxicated than her friends, she still ran a red light, causing a slight problem in her profile. Hearing this, the office manager takes out a file having Emily's official background check. According to the state, Emily was convicted of aggravated assault in 2016. Already upset about her $70,000 student debt, Emily finds it wrong that the manager has tested her honesty. Because of her little criminal record, she often gets rejected from the job market, which makes her more worried about her loans.
$70,000 of student debt, there's your fucking answer.
All right,
there.
yeah, you need to leave.
Okay,
Infuriated by the manager's act, Emily curses him and leaves the office. Emily works for a restaurant and delivers meals to office employees to make ends meet. Despite being a bachelor's in art, she doesn't get time to pursue her passion. However, after working hours, she only gets a few dollars, which is not even enough for her essentials. One day, while returning from the job, Emily passes by her colleague, Javier Santos, who wants her to take his shift as he has to take his son to a game. According to Javier, Emily can earn $200 in an hour, intriguing Emily immediately, but she is still confused about whether to take the opportunity. When Javier insists, Emily agrees to help him. Javier leaves with his kid after giving Emily the phone number to the place where she will work as a dummy shopper. Returning home, Emily learns about the $400 she paid for her loans last week. According to the bank, the money was applied to her interest, which is increasing daily. It seems like everything is going wrong in her life. She sends a message to Javier's given number and learns she will earn $200 in an hour. After a little chat, Emily is instructed to meet the agents at the given address tomorrow. While sitting in the club, Emily's friend Liz approaches her and informs her that she is going to Portugal for a business trip. Although Emily is happy for her friend, she feels depressed and broken deep down. When Liz inquires about Emily's plans, Emily responds that she might go back to Jersey and live with her stepdad for a while to save some money. Seeing her friend in a broken condition, Liz decides to talk to her boss as her company is always hiring graphic designers and assistants. Liz thinks that she can vouch for Emily, so things get better in her life. The following day, Emily approaches the given address, where she confronts a guy named Khalil. After checking her documents, Khalil sends her to the area where other dummy shoppers are getting photographs for their new driving licenses. When the guys finish with the work, they gather all the recruiters to have a little talk about what they will be doing. A man named Yosef informs the group that they will be doing something illegal without endangering another person's life, but they will be breaking the law. Yosef gives people the opportunity to leave the place if they find the job challenging. In a few minutes, they will go into a store with a stolen credit card and buy some merchandise, after which Yosef and his friends will pick up the merchandise and pay the worker. Finding the job illegal, Emily tries to leave, but Yosef ensures she won't be in danger as she will be getting a fake driving license to prove the validity of her stolen credit card. Although the work is illegal, Emily desperately needs money to repay her student loans. After completing her first task, Emily gets an offer from Yosef to do another job that is a little bit more complicated, but she will get $2,000 for it.
How much?
2,000.
As Emily is still confused if she should continue the illegal work or not, she takes some time for her answer. Her restaurant job stress and rejection from Liz's boss compels Emily to become a dummy shopper again. Emily says yes to the next project, after which Yosef gives her a black credit card with no limit. Yosef advises Emily to be careful because, with a big purchase, the bank will call the vendor, giving Emily 8 minutes to leave the store. So once they run Emily's card, she will have 8 minutes to survive, or they will know it is fake. Approaching the office, Emily claims she is here to buy the car her boyfriend checked the other day. After giving the black credit card and cashier's check to the manager, Vaz, Emily takes no time to leave the office.
Please sign.
Before she can leave the area, Vaz's worker gets a call, making Emily worried about the situation. After the call, he orders Emily to turn off the car's engine.
Turn off the engine, please.
But when she refuses, the worker hits her head on the steering wheel and takes her out of the vehicle. However, Emily manages to escape but is again stopped by the worker. After spraying his eyes, Emily approaches Yosef with a bloody nose. Throwing the keys at Khalil, Emily takes the money and departs the place in anger. When Yosef sees that Emily is going through a tough time, he decides to drive her back home. While sitting in Emily's house, Yosef tells her how he will buy an apartment from his friend Rahab. Emily is shocked that Yosef can earn so much money in credit fraud that he is able to buy a great apartment. We can see Emily's deep interest in the shady business, which can help her pay her debts and live a normal life without worrying about income. As Yosef has to go somewhere, he leaves his phone number if Emily ever wants to contact him.
Now you have my number.
The following day, Emily apologizes to Javier for leaving early from work yesterday. Meanwhile, Emily's boss informs her that she will be doing double night shifts because of her negligence. Because she is an independent contractor, she must follow the instructions or resign from the job. Events like this make her realize the importance of credit card fraud in her life. Soon, she decides to go to Yosef's warehouse, where he shows her how to print the owner's original information on fake credit cards. While giving Emily a printer machine, Yosef tells her how they sell their products to a couple of vendors who keep them on payroll, like salary. Informing Emily about the dangers, Yosef advises her to stay away from the ATMs and never meet a customer at her house. The most important rule of doing this business is never going to the same store twice a week. As she will be dealing with a lot of cash, Yosef gives her a taser for protection.
What is that?
This.
If Emily makes less than $5,000, she can keep the money, but if she makes more, they will work together and take things to the next level. Soon, Emily starts working on fake credit card creation and usage in different stores. One day, when Emily sells an LED to a client named Michael, he refuses to pay the amount discussed before. Emily works efficiently and gets in her car until the thugs manage to pay right for the TV.
What else you got?
Emily keeps working on her two jobs side by side. After working at the restaurant, she often heads her way to the stores to buy a product with her credit card scam. You can imagine her income from the fact that she is buying a locker to keep her money secure. On the other hand, Liz asks Emily for a favor before leaving for Portugal. She wants Emily to take care of her dog until she returns. After some days, Emily approaches Yosef at his warehouse and tells him about her achievements. Yosef seems happy, and he has decided to hook Emily up with more numbers so she can access more accounts with bigger limits. We can see Emily's attraction towards Yosef as she compliments his place and LED lights. As they talk, Khalil, Yosef's cousin, enters the room and inquires about Emily's presence. It turns out that Yosef doesn't want Khalil to know that Emily is working with him. When Yosef informs Khalil that Emily is here to pick up her phone, Khalil gets suspicious and orders Yosef to meet him outside. When Emily returns home, she gets a call from her client, who wants to pick up the product right now. As Emily is home, she gives the guy her address against Yosef's instructions. Emily waits outside the house, but the client doesn't respond to her messages. When she decides to return to the apartment, a couple approaches her, stating that they have come all across the town to pick up the TV. Suspecting a danger, Emily quickly tries to unlock the door, but the clients turn out to be thieves who break into the house to steal money. As the guy thief knocks Emily down to the ground, his girlfriend takes out the safe from the bedroom and questions Emily about the combination. Besides taking $15,000 from Emily, the thieves take Liz's dog with them and leave. Emily cannot believe what has just happened to her. Emily holds herself together, takes out the taser from the bag and knocks the guy unconscious by giving him an electric shock.
Hey.
Throwing the lady thief on the ground, Emily threatens her not to return to her house ever again. With her courage and bravery, she manages to rescue the dog as well as the money. One day, at a party in Liz's apartment, Emily learns that there is a slot available at Liz's office for which she can apply. Emily immediately shows interest in the job. After hearing the great news, Yosef and Emily leave the party and spend a night at Yosef's place. The following day, Yosef shows Emily the apartment he is buying. When Yosef inquires Emily about her interests in art, she explains how she loves to paint and will adopt it as a profession after paying her loans. As they chat, Yosef requests Emily for a big favor. At first, I was quite suspicious, but it turned out that he wanted Emily to meet his Lebanese mother, Luna. At lunch with Luna, Emily learns how Yosef is working hard only to move his mother to a better apartment. While the little family spends quality time together, Khalil approaches and joins the family at lunch. As Luna goes inside to fetch some food for Khalil, Khalil's friend shows Emily's CCTV footage of visiting the same store twice a week. Khalil is infuriated with Emily because if the police find her, they will soon find Khalil and Yosef. Khalil bursts out his anger on Yosef for not informing him about his partnership with Emily. When things get hot between them, Luna arrives with food, compelling everyone to be quiet, which shows that Luna doesn't know anything about Yosef's business. The next day, Emily meets Liz at her office, where she is told about her new job. Returning from the office, Emily picks up Yosef across the road, where she finds him upset and bleeding. At home, Yosef explains to Emily how Khalil hasn't paid him in 5 months. He is upset because Rahat has called him and needs the down payment for the apartment, but Yosef has nothing to pay. According to him, Khalil is betraying him only because he is now working with Emily against Khalil's will. Now, he plans to empty the storage unit and their business account before Khalil can deceive him. At first, Emily denies helping him with theft, but she gets confused after learning that Yosef can help her pay all her loans at once. As Liz's boss, Miss Alice, interviews Emily and questions why she left the college, Emily explains how she faced a felony conviction during her studies. Alice is confused about why Emily never continued her studies. Emily said her legal fees, student loans, and living expenses compelled her to work. Everything is going until Emily is told she will be doing an unpaid internship for 6 months, after which she will get a real job. Hearing this, Emily cannot control her emotion and leaves the office in anger.
Hey, if you want to tell me what to do, put me on the fucking payroll. How about that?
As she has no way to pay her debts, she decides to accompany Yosef to rob the storage unit. Before Yosef and Emily can empty the unit, Khalil has already taken everything out of the storage room and the office. Yosef immediately calls the bank and inquires if there has been activity on his business account in the last 48 hours. It is revealed that Khalil has emptied the storage area and the bank, which had everything Yosef gathered in 2 years. Yosef bursts out his anger on Emily because she is the one who broke the rule and visited the store twice a week, which enraged Khalil. After a fight, Emily calms down and advises Yosef to rob Khalil's house and get the money immediately. According to her, Khalil does not expect Yosef to fight back because he thinks of Yosef as a pushover. While driving to Khalil's home at night, Yosef inquires Emily about her assault conviction, to which Emily explains how she hit her boyfriend, who always fought with her. After sharing her life story, Emily gets out of the car and pretends to be a delivery girl so she can invade the house. As Khalil's friend steps out, Emily knocks him down with the taser, locks him inside the car's trunk and grabs his phone. To get rid of men in the living room, Yosef uses the guy's phone and messages another friend that he has been carjacked and needs their help. The groups of friends immediately leave the house, leaving Khalil behind in his room. As the men go, Yosef and Emily head upstairs, but they find no one in the room. When Yosef hears the shower running, he steps forward to peek but gets attacked by Khalil from behind. Emily tries to hurt Khalil with her taser, but Khalil manages to knock her to the ground before he can choke her to death. Emily takes out a cutter and stabs Khalil. Placing the sharp thing on Khalil's throat, Emily inquires about the money, to which she learns that Khalil has hidden the stash in his fridge. After taking the money, Emily throws a phone at Khalil and advises him to call the ambulance. She takes Yosef back to the car but faces difficulty in finding the keys. As she looks for the car keys and panics, Yosef dies with the wound on his head. Helpless, Emily grabs the stash of money and leaves the area before the ambulance and police can come for Khalil's rescue. After some days, the LAPD raids Emily's home but finds no one around. It turns out that Emily has left the country and moved to another place where she always wanted to travel to. The movie ends with Emily explaining to dummy shoppers how credit card theft works, revealing that even after getting a lot of money, she never fades the criminal inside her.